hold your breath. There is a creature even the gods dare not name. Its shadow devours empires. Its hunger knows no end. You've heard of dragons? You've heard of vampires? But what happens when two nightmares fuse into one? Tonight, we break a seal buried for millennia, unleashing a legend written in blood. And once you hear this story, darkness will never leave you. At the dawn of time, when dragons ruled the skies and humans crawled like shadows beneath the mountains, there were blood-bound cults who craved power far beyond the reach of light. They never prayed for sunrise. They hungered for eternal night, and that cursed hunger drove them toward a choice that would forever scar the world. Deep within a forbidden crypt, they captured an ancient red dragon named Arkanis, but instead of slaying it, they performed a blood-soaked ritual, forcing its mighty soul to kneel before darkness, trading its roaring flame for immortal thirst. As the final chant ended, the heavens trembled. A scream ripped open the night, and from the void emerged something the world had never seen. Not pure dragon, not pure vampire, but the unholy fusion of both legends. From afar, it was only a shadow blotting out the moon. But as it descended, true terror took form. Blood-slick scales glimmering like cursed jewels, wings vast yet ragged but still wide enough to cover the sky, fangs long enough to pierce steel and drain life in a single bite. Its eyes, regal yet starving, froze entire armies with a single glance. Dragons were already the mightiest creatures alive, yet fused with the vampire's curse, this abomination was worse than a disaster. It was hunger and majesty made flesh. Its breath was no longer fire, but crimson mist that stripped life itself. Wounds closed the moment blood touched its fangs. In darkness, it vanished, only to reappear behind its prey in the blink of an eye. But raw power was only half its horror. The other half lay within its soul. The vampire dragon did not kill to survive. It killed for pleasure, for dominion. The pride of dragonkind still burned in its chest, but immortal thirst crowned it Lord of the Night. To its eyes, humans, gods, even fellow dragons, were nothing but prey. It built no kingdom to rule, only a kingdom of blood, where life existed to feed its endless hunger. This unholy blend of ruthless intellect and primal craving forged the perfect predator, a nightmare that never sleeps. For centuries, kingdoms rose and fell beneath its shadow. One by one, citadels burned, armies vanished, and prayers went unanswered, until only a single realm remained, a kingdom standing alone at the edge of extinction. And then came the blood moon. To most, it was an omen of despair. To the survivors, it was their last chance. For under that crimson light, the beast's hunger reached its peak. But so did the ancient relics unearthed to destroy it. This night would decide everything. Either the nightmare ended, or humanity did. And so, as war drums thundered through the valley, knights in silver armor rode forward. Mages raised staffs burning with desperate light, and relics sealed for millennia were unearthed. Not for glory, but for humanity's last chance at survival. As their army marched into the blood-soaked valley, a screech split the heavens. One beat of colossal wings unleashed a frozen gale, snuffing out every torch. Darkness fell like a funeral shroud. In that silence, two crimson eyes ignited, and the world stopped breathing. Its talons, each the size of a tower, tore the earth apart, hurling soldiers into the air. Before they even fell, another wing beat shredded them into a rain of blood. Steel shattered, bones splintered. The beast's roar drowned out the screams of the dying. Its breath, crimson mist, not flame, swept across the ranks. Where it passed, silver corroded, grass withered, and blood boiled into vapor, rushing toward its fangs. Survivors screamed as their veins tore open mid-stride. A lone mage whispered one final incantation, summoning a pillar of light to pierce the storm. In that fleeting glow, the dragon struck, fangs plunging through his chest, draining his soul before casting the husk aside. The battlefield became hell. The ground shook. Rivers of blood carved trenches through heaps of corpses. Yet amid the chaos, every motion of the dragon, every wingbeat, every bite, carried a horrific beauty. A storm both majestic and merciless. 4 hours, steel clashed and roars shook the mountains. And just when darkness seemed ready to devour the world, the first light of dawn broke through. A single ray of sunlight pierced the cliffs, striking the dragon's shredded wings. It screamed, half defiance, half agony, as its colossal body erupted into scarlet ash, scattering to the wind. The valley fell silent, save for the mournful wind whistling through broken swords and lifeless stone. The battle was over, but no corpse was ever found. Legends whispered, it never truly died, merely sleeps deep within the mountain, waiting for the next blood moon to rise. That is the legend. And the warning, nightmares like this never truly vanish. And if you want to witness more creatures, gods, and blood-soaked myths lost to time, subscribe to the channel and step into the dark with us.